Stood before you folks last year and had gone through this process, and truly it's an honor to be nominated. I know it's a lot of work. I've seen what you folks have gone through, the officers right now. I've seen what Mike's gone through this year, and it truly is an honor. Last year, as I think many of you know, I lost by 2 votes to a great candidate in Debbie, and as I've talked to many of you, I keep saying I hope that does not happen again. So earlier this year, I was asked, am I going to run again, right? Would I accept the nomination? And I said yes, and because I am truly committed to this organization, and I think I can do a lot of good. And then at the spring dinner, Mick Mim came over to me and he shook my hand to say congratulations on the award I received, and as I'm shaking his hand, he said, "So, I hear you're running against my partner." And I went, "Wait, what?" And I said, "Which one?" And he said, "Thomas." And I was like, "Oh, great." I turned to my wife. I'm like, "That's not good." But as for myself, I think most of you know, I'm a pretty passionate and aggressive guy. I'm comfortable speaking in large audiences and specifically juries. I've served now for a number of years on the legislative committee. In fact, I testified down at the Senate on that wrongful death bill, which was actually quite fun because Will, for the first time, told me, "Look, this is going to die in the Senate. We know this. We're kind of taking the handcuffs off you. Do what you want." And I got to go in there and tell those guys like what I really felt, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun. A few of them, I think, had to pick their jaws up off the floor. But I am an energetic person. I'm very aggressive, and I'm very passionate in terms of what I do. I have the experience on the Legislative Council and the Executive Committee, and I have testified multiple times down at the Senate and the House on multiple different bills. And I'm not going to stand up here and promise you that, as I said last year, that under my presidency we're going to roll back caps or anything like that. Because the reality just is, you don't know what the political climate's going to look like. I mean, who in the heck would have thought Donald Trump was going to be our president, right? So what I can promise you is that in me, I'll give it my all. And I will be there, and I will be at the Capitol, and I will be fighting tooth and nail for our organization and our citizens and what we do. And I think, I'm very proud of what we do. I look at the Inree Ferrer decision, which I think we need a legislative fix to. It's just one of those things where you look at it and it's like, what we do is make our communities safer. And that ruling obviously just neuters our ability to do that. But I'm proud of the fact to stand with all of you in that sense in terms of what we do for our communities. And I would be truly honored to have your vote and to serve as an officer and ultimately president of this organization. Thank you.